Definitely. We said we have to reset and we have to bounce back. And I think we played quite good first half. I think we should have been up 3-0 also, but then we make one mistake. And then you go 1-1 into halftime, but we bounce back in the second half, and I think it was a really good performance in the second half.
Bruno got a lot of support from the fans tonight, given the stick that he's had over the past few days. How pleased are you with his performance in particular?
I think he was the best player on the pitch, and it shows his personality. He played a little bit deeper role tonight, asked him to do, and I think he did it brilliant. And he was the leader in making the game from the back, in possession, making the rhythm of the game. I had a lot of good passes in between the lines, and from there on we created a lot of chances.
Erik, can you just forget about what happened on Sunday after a win like that? How long does it hang over the team? Can you just carry on and ignore it?
No, it's not about ignoring, but we make mistakes, and we got hammered for that because we didn't control the standards we have. And if you then say it, we showed complacency, and you never can do that in top football.
Does that mean that you will reinforce that message over and over again? Because you obviously can't win.
Yeah, but I did in the weeks before. I was not happy with the performance against Newcastle. I was not happy against Leicester with the performance in the first half. But sometimes you just have to get the result, the bad result, that everyone opens the eyes.
Dave? Erik, you picked the same side that lost at Liverpool. Was that basically to give them a chance to prove themselves, to redeem themselves for what happened at Anfield?
Yes, actually, yeah. But also, I thought it was the best lineup if I saw Betis. But also, we played 23 games in a row with one loss, and then the 24th we had a huge defeat. But you can't ignore all the 22 games before where this team play massive good. So.
And Bruno could have possibly got sent off for that challenge on Bravo. Is that something you have to still have a word with him about? You can get a bit over excited at times and show too much passion at times.
It's his strength, his passion. But yeah, you are right. Sometimes he has to control it. He has to bring it. That it is his strength, and not when it's too much, it's become your weakness. And that's true, and he knows that. And but it's always small margins.
Erik, I know this crowd always stick with the team, but after 7-0, you could have given them for a bit of a negative reaction. Power and press release, by the way, was, I know Samuel touched on Bruno, but the way they continued back in the side, and how big a moment was that when it was about getting his first?
Yeah, I was curious about that, and I was pleased by the response from the crowd on the team. And I think they were from minute one, we're behind the team, and I think the team gave energy by the performance, and then they gave it back. So once again, there's a great bond between team and fans, and we are pleased with it.
Carl?
Mr. Ten Hag, another goal for Anthony at Old Trafford in the Europa League. Do you think he's benefiting from the different pace of European games?
I don't think that's only he can do it in the Europa League because he scored in his first 3 games in the Premier League. But I think in first half, I think he could do better to make more actions, be more brave, go more behind, and taking players on, but especially more movement, using his speed. And I think second half was his performance much better, and he made a great goal and an important goal.
How do you encourage these more actions from Anthony? Does this come from the training ground or the classroom? Or you, what put it?
Yes, both. Both tools you use to coach the player.
Okay, we'll now move on to our pre-match press conference for our game against Southampton on Sunday, and we'll start with Chris, do you have one for Southampton?
Thanks, Andrew. Back on Bruno again, Eric. Did you sense this week that he's been fired up to prove people wrong? Is that something now he can take forward to kind of help his game going forward?
No, I think today he showed big personality by giving this performance and leading the team, and yeah, that sort of was brilliant.
He seemed to enjoy after getting the goal, he handed to his ears and stuff. I know he's done in the past too, but he seemed to be extra fired up tonight as though he had a point to prove.
Yeah, but I think he has so much skills, and now scoring with his head from a corner. And I think he scores with right, with left, with his head. He's creating final passes. And I think, of course, he's very happy when he scores a goal, because that's important. And then you can celebrate that. And he did in togetherness with his fans.
Ian.
Eric, you've said for a while now that you thought when Weghorst got one goal, a lot more goals would come. I mean, the crowd reacted brilliantly when he scored as well. Obviously, you'll be happy for him. But do you expect that to give Weghorst that confidence and you can go on now and add to your goal scoring?
Well, I think, as you see, he is often in the right position, then he fails, but he keeps going. And so he showed great personality and character. And so not only in this game, but I think also in this game he could already have early on his goal. But he keeps focused, he keeps working, he keeps putting himself in the right positions, and finally he got his goal and his reward.
Rob.
Eric, just on Anthony Marshall, is there any chance that he might be able to play on Sunday? And do you have to be extra cautious with him now because he's been brought back so many times and then had a setback?
Yeah, but I think all the time we had a good plan, and yeah, it worked. Till now, not always good, but yeah, he's on his way back. He's back in training, but we will be cautious. Yeah.
Jamie.
David De Gea's kicking tonight wasn't great. Is that something which you want him to improve upon, and can he actually improve upon it? Because it has been a weakness of his game throughout his United career, his kicking, passing out from the back.
Oh, yeah. From today I can't ignore, but I think we have seen many games he did really well, and I don't know why or what the reason today was. There was a lot of wind. It's a different ball. Probably had some problems with that, but I know he can deal with it, and he will do Sunday better.
So you have no sort of general concern about his kicking game?
We work on that, but David is working on that. But I think we have seen in the season that he is improving, and he will keep improving. I'm sure.
Laurie.
I just talking about Eric. He's started all 15 games since resigning at the moment.
Who?
Bout.
Yeah.
Did you expect to have him play as much as that, and he doesn't even come out of the team in rotation and sort of starts every game?
Yeah, because he's capable, he's physical capable to play a lot of games. He's very fit player, and he recovers very good. And I expect that he would play a lot, but obviously we have an injury with Anthony Marshall, so that's obvious that that's the main reason. He's playing every game from start to almost finish. So Barcelona, I think I took him off, but many other games he played, and I think he's doing well. If as a striker or as a number 10 in the midfield, it's also bringing good performance.
What did you see in him supporting that role as number 10?
What do I say him?
What did you see in him supporting
Seeing him, I think he has intelligence from positions. He's very good anticipator. I tell him to linking up there, what he is also doing as a high striker, but in that position, linking up and getting in front of the goal when crosses coming in. And for the rest, also there, the defending part, he's very good in it.
Paul.
Can I just ask you a question about Christian Eriksen? I saw him at Wembley celebrating with the team. How's he doing in his recovery? When do you think he'll be? Do you think he's got a chance of playing again this season?
I think he will play, definitely. But I can't tell now an expectation, but I think his progress in the rehab is okay. It's going according plan, and so we will see him, but not before the international break.
Did you try to keep him involved with the team talks, etc., just to keep him, as part of the group?
Oh, yes, he is. But of course, but his main focus is in this moment to get back as soon as possible, because we need all the players.
Simon.
Erik, Southampton have had a difficult season. What do you make of them? And mentality's been key tonight, making sure we bounce back. How important is it to keep that mentality?
Definitely. We have seen, I think 2 weeks ago, Southampton beat Chelsea away. So we have to play an outstanding performance on Sunday to beat Southampton, and at the bottom it's very close. So they will be front foot, they will be aggressive, they will everything do to collect points here. So we have to be 100% and give the best performance to beat them.
Mr. Ten Hag, can I ask, you said before you weren't happy with performances against Leicester, you were happy with performances against Newcastle. You're playing so many games and you keep talking about the process. How do you balance this long-term process with the fact that you have to play a game basically every 3 games?
Yeah, but I think games are good in the process. And every game we are in a rhythm and we plan the game, but we have a game plan, we give them feedback, and in the feedback there's often development points in the way of play. And so games are a very good tool to develop the way of play.
You use almost games like exams or a test for
Every game is an exam. Every time again, as a team and as individual.
Back on Bruno, you said yesterday in the press conference that he still has a lot to learn, or he can learn from Sunday, and he will learn because he's intelligent. What in particular do you think Bruno has to learn to make him even better, to take his game to another level?
I think you setting now quite strong. I didn't say. I think I'm very pleased with his captaincy, because he is giving the team energy. He is not only giving the physical output, the best of the whole team, but also he is running in the right direction, and he is pointing players in that direction. He's coaching players. He's so leading the team in tactical perspective, and he has his emotion is his weapon, but sometimes it's too strong. And yes, of course, I help him, I support him, and I give him feedback. And sometimes he has to show more that to control emotions, and that will help him to stay in the ratio in the game instead of the emotion. So he has to find the balance to be in the ratio, when to use the ratio as a tool and when to use the emotion as a tool. And so that's the next step. So I think that's a nice development point for him. And when he do it, he will be even a better player.
Okay, that concludes the first section of the Southampton press conference. That is embargoed for Friday at 1:30 p.m. We'll now take finally 3 questions for the Sundays, embargoed for Saturday at 10:30.
What has the last 3 or 4 days told you about your players character-wise, and does that how they continue to react for the rest of the season determine how big a part they have in what you're trying to build long-term over the future?
I think when the season goes to the end, it's going to be even more difficult for every team, because the pressure will be higher and higher. So you need character, you need a determined team, you need a resilient team, you need a team with personalities. And I think we already showed now several times in this season, this team can deal with setbacks. Today we have seen an example, but before as well, after Brentford, for instance, after Arsenal when we bounced back, after City we bounced back. Now today I will say this is part 1, because Sunday has to come another one. But I think this team can rely on that they can bounce back. But it demands a lot of energy, a lot of togetherness from a lot of players, to get the performance as we show today.
Is that the challenge for them as much as going for the silverware, though? To show their resilience, to show that they deserve to be part of what you're trying to build? That's the bigger challenge for them all.
There is a big challenge if you want to win silverware. And as I said, as the season goes on, when you finally you go for the final positions in the league, for the trophies, then the challenge will be higher, and then you need a strong character as a team to win that.
Erik, we're at the point where clubs are thinking about the summer and what they might need in terms of the summer transfer window. Has the last week and what's happened over the last week made you sort of change your mind about what you might need this summer in terms of personality as much as players?
No, it can't change after one game. But that is a continually process, and that is running in the background. And in this moment, the main focus is from game to game, and the first game is always the most important. And that is for now. So Sunday is Southampton.
Erik, you're still in a good position to consolidate the top four, but after last Sunday, do you have to look over your shoulder now at teams behind you, or can you still look up at, say, City and Arsenal in front of them?
But we go from game to game, and we are not looking over our shoulders. We have to focus on our process, and what others are doing that is not for us. We have to improve our game, and every player has to improve it, and we have to win games and do that from game to game.